Here we go. I've got this tree here to cut down because it's hanging over my driveway. Like, it's just ripping my truck. I mean, my truck is okay, but yeah, I gotta take care of this tree. Welcome to Ghetto Arbory with me. I think I was wanting to cut this tree down, but you know, I'm new at this, so this is just a little bit, I don't know, kind of bigger than I want to go with. Actually, it's a nice size. I've got my ladder here, and I actually have the two legs on the step side down on the ground. Over here, that support is free floating. That one's in the ground. That is the branch I want to cut, this one. So I got to get to, I think, to the, what is that, the third or fourth step. Reach up and really do an awkward cut. And this is not going to be a fun fall. This may fall straight down on the ladder. I don't know. I'm just going to hold the chainsaw up there and see how it feels. Well, rookie me, as usual, gets the chainsaw binded up there. Awesome. So I'm gonna have to pull this down and try and catch my chainsaw. Yeah, this sucks. So time to work this free and not do too much damage to my chainsaw here. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! My earbud fell out, chainsaw's ripping. You gotta spend time to put your music back in. Straight goods. Yep, gonna be taking care of this. I took care of one by my driveway. Y'all saw earlier. You know what? Quick thought time while I'm heated. Had a friend over for the long weekend and it was good, but I see things a little differently now. Let me talk loosely to start because I can't get in depth just yet, but I will. Sorry I'm yelling, I got the beats going. He asked me, so when are you gonna share your YouTube? And you know what? The reason why I haven't shared my YouTube with any of my friends, just my mom and brother, is because I know they're not gonna watch. I know they'll watch 1 or 2 videos, and then that's it. And I'll go to them and I'll be like, oh hey, did you see my latest video? Oh, I did this, this, and this. And they'll be like, oh no, sorry. Well, you were asking so much for my channel, and now I give it to you, you don't watch it? Oh, I watched a couple videos. Thanks, I can't talk to you about this? And the answer is usually no. It's awesome what I'm doing. People want to talk about the awesome things other people are doing? No, but I'm not talking about it to be awesome or to brag or to boast. It's a part of my life. I'm doing hard work out here to change my life from the rinse, wash, repeat life that everyone else is around me is living. Let's couple something else. Logan Paul, big YouTuber, transformed to wrestling and entertainment and all that sort of stuff. His brother Jake Paul, a boxer. A lot of people love to hate them. A lot of people just hate them. But they've had a level of success, and with success brings experience and wisdom. And what did Jake Paul say? Jake Paul said, your biggest fan is probably someone you don't know, and your biggest hater is someone close to you. And that is true. That is true. That's been true in my life. I think about the people that have hated on me, and they've known me. And I think about the people that have really supported me, and some of them, yes. But when you come to the YouTube space, what you guys do, how you watch every single second of every video that I upload, there is nobody in my personal life that would do that. My biggest fans are people that I don't know, and it's you guys. Biggest hater? Possibly people I know. So, do I want to share my channel with my friends and family? No, because I know they're not going to watch it. I learned that with my websites. I asked my friends to go visit my website, to click on some ads to make me money after losing my job. And now I'm making dollars per click, if that. And my friends couldn't give me 2 minutes of their time to type in a website address, scroll down, click an ad, make me $2, your unemployed friend who lost his job in a traumatic way. And you come back to me and you say, you're lucky I went to your website. Oh, thanks. Thanks for giving me 2 minutes of your time, longtime friend. Unbelievable. So, why would I want to share this with my friends? So they can either critique me, be jealous of me, hate on me, or sabotage me. Because these things have happened in my life. Am I burnt and cynical? No. I just can see between the lines of people so much more clearly now. As you should, as you march through life, right? Here's a postulate. As you go deeper into life, your skin should get thicker. It should get thicker. And if it doesn't get thicker, my question to you is, when was the age your skin was the thickest? Was it age 7? When that person behind you called you a name and it just rolled off your back? But then at age 8, another person called you a name and you went home and cried. So age 7, you peaked in terms of thick skin. Is that the case? Stop crying. I mean, crying is okay, right? But don't cry over spilt milk. Such a long time saying that still applies to today. Anyways, yeah, I'm not sharing this with my friends and family because it gives me the freedom to talk about them. Great content. And I won't say anything that's not truthful. And then they may say, well, why don't you say it to my face? Well, there's a thing called emotional intelligence, and not everyone has it. So you can say it to their face, and they'll take it badly. Badly, and that can damage relationships. We all know this. We all know that friendships can get ruined when you're trying to be supportive, right? They take their hurt and anger out on you, and then, years can go by before a reconciliation, if one at all. Perhaps that's why people avoid face-to-face confrontations and would rather speak subtly, dance around the topic, broach it lightly. Not everyone has emotional intelligence. Anyways, just a quick rant. Thought I'd get that out while I was heated. Later. I just put the SD card back in this thing. It captured the bird here, and I think they may have gone. The chicks have hatched. Let's just... Okay, well, we'll see what's on that, because I don't know. I think they've probably flown the coop. Okay, so here we go. My generator stopped working last night, or a couple nights ago. So what the situation was is I run my generator and it's connected to the trailer, and I've had this generator for about 3 years now, and I've beaten it up. Oh, I've beat the snot out of it, but I've also maintained it fairly well. So regular oil changes, regular cleaning, all of that. So what I normally do is, you just run the generator to power the trailer or to charge the batteries, and I wait till it runs out of gas, and it just shuts off, right? It runs out of fuel. And I normally fill it back up and pull the cord, she's good to go. Like, I don't even have to pull it that hard. But I think I overfilled this and flooded either the cylinder, the engine, or the carburetor. So I'm going to drain the carburetor and then give this a crank and see if that goes. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pull the spark plug, which I've never done before. But I've pulled many a spark plug on other small engines, even car engines too. I enjoy doing spark plug changes. So I think it's a little tricky to access here, but we're going to find out and see if I get this to start again, because I need it. I need it to start. It really gives that supplemental power that allows you not to worry about your power consumption, right? Knowing that if it's nighttime, I want to watch TV or, charge devices, I'm all good knowing that I can just pull the cord on this thing and get power even though it's nighttime. So it's really important to have this. Plus, I want to mow my lawn too, and I use this to run the lawnmower. So the lawnmower's electric, not gas. You got to find that balance, because how many small engines do you want to maintain? I already have 2 vehicles, a pit bike, a generator, a chainsaw, so I don't need a lawnmower in there as well. It's been good with electric. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, so let's point out the carb. Here's the carburetor, and this is the drain plug right there. So let's drain some gas from here and see how it goes. There we go. Smell the gas. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, lovely. Running right down my glove. Oh, okay. Well, completely drained now. Okay. Let's see if that does the trick. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to try and pull this spark plug somehow, like really in there. I don't know, but yeah. And dry that out and then crank the engine a couple times. So let's give this a pull and see if it works. Come on, baby. Yeah, it would have started by now. Okay, so we got to pull that spark plug now. Okay, so here we go. I got the spark plug cable, the boot, off from the spark plug right there. Now it's really tight, so let's see if we can get this spark plug socket in here. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let me use 2 hands for this to make sure it seats correctly. It's in there pretty tight. Bang, Spidey. Okay, so I got it to turn. Let's see if I can do it manually now. Okay, let me work on this. Okay, so spark plug's out. There it is. And can you see the hole? Yeah, there's the hole right there. So I'm gonna let that dry out. I'm just gonna pull the engine, the cord, a few times real slow, just to let some fuel get out of there and evaporate. And then we'll give this a shot later. The spark plug looks okay. It looks dry, so I hope not too much is wrong with this, but I'm gonna give the spark plug a bit of a cleaning too. Okay, so I've just put everything back together, put the spark plug in there, just hand tighten it. It was much easier to hand tighten without the socket. And then you put the socket on for like the last 1/8 of a turn. Put the plug back on, the boot, and you can feel it kind of snap into place. And then I noticed a fresh leak right there coming from under the air filter. So this may need to dry out. I don't know how this would get flooded with gas. Let's give this another turn, see if it works. Okay, on. Choke. Here we go. All right. Gonna take apart the air filter and see what's up there. Does this come apart again? Oh. Yeah, something's definitely leaking from there. All right, I'm gonna get gloves on and tackle this. Okay, so a lot of people find mechanics and engines like really difficult, but you just gotta kind of look at the clues. So, you know, you do a little bit of reading. Let's talk. You do a little bit of reading on what's wrong, okay? You know, generator ran out of gas, filled it up with gas, generator no longer working, okay? You flooded something with fuel. What is it? Could be the carburetor, I know about that, or the cylinder. So you guys saw I drained the carburetor and I pulled the spark plug and pulled the ripcord, turned the engine over a couple times and to vent the gas that's possibly in there. So then I also heard about the air filter. I'm like, why would the air filter be getting flooded? So here's what happened. The choke is, I guess, closed when I run, right? So it's closed, and let's just get in there. There's a tiny hole. Do you see that tiny hole right there? Yeah, maybe I'll put an arrow. That tiny hole allows air to come in, and that's when it's open. Lots of air coming in. So I had it like that. This looks like an on switch, but it's really to allow fuel to run. It's really the fuel valve. If you take a look, here's the tank, and here's where the fuel leaves the tank, and it comes here. And this is where the switch on the other side is. Now, if this switch is open, the fuel's going to allow to go through there and come to this one, this line, and this line here feeds the carburetor. Feeds the carburetor. And if the carburetor gets too full, as probably what happened last night, gets too full, it then spills out of this hole and, oh, sorry, the sun's there. And into the air filter there. And yeah, the air filter's soaked, it's leaking. On the door here, you can see it's also wet. So I'm gonna go get a couple cloths and you know, try and dap this up and dry the door and dry all around here, and we'll let it dry out, soak it up a little bit, and give it another shot afterwards. Just put the old spark plug back in here just to keep the hole covered for the night. Okay, so there's the old one, and I've got some oil spillage down here. Now, You have to normally lubricate the air filter, the sponge in here, with oil that this machine takes, this generator takes. So that's just normal. But I guess once I flooded the carburetor and it spilled over into the air filter here, that fuel then mixed with the oil in the filter here and then started leaking. So I hope that's the case. I've got some new spark plugs. So this only takes one spark plug, but it's a package of two. So I'm going to put that in there and hopefully this works. This kind of sucks. Like, I've been without my generator for the last few days, and that changes your power, your energy consumption. You know, I don't often rip the TV. You know, my little Jackery battery bank, that needs charging somehow. I can plug it into my inverter and use the battery of the trailer to charge it, which is fine. And I've got my solar panels right there. Thankfully that's helping and giving me some power just to keep the lights on and to keep my fridge going too. Thankfully the fridge does run on propane as well, but it does use some electricity. About I want to say 13 watts it uses. So I know my consumption being here you know, almost a year. This October, it's August now, but October will be a year. But I've had this trailer since November 2023. So I've had this trailer for a while. I've spent a full year here, not full time, but I've put my time in here. So this generator is important to me. I got to get it going. I've treated it really well. I have beaten up on it, but I've maintained it fairly well and protected it, everything like that, stored it correctly. So it should be okay. I'm hoping it's a spark plug. So 3 years of generator use without changing the spark plug. I hope that's it. They said every 100 hours you're supposed to change it, or 1,000. I can't remember which one it is, but whatever it is, I'm sure I'm over it. So I'm going to change this and hopefully this works. So here's the new one. I'm not going to put any anti-seize compound, and I do have that. Certainly when I do spark plug changes on my vehicles, I put the anti-seize on there, but I'm just going to do this a la carte as the previous one was. So it's much better to try and hand tighten it as much as you can before getting the socket in here, just so you know you're seating it correctly on the threads and not cross-threading it. Let's get the spark plug boot on there now. Oh, yes. Moment of truth now. I'm kind of nervous. This doesn't start after changing the spark plug. I'm gonna have to do some research online. They're talking about floats, needles. So I'm probably gonna have to drain this. I don't know. We'll see. On. Choke open. So nervous. Here we go. Well, that's not good. That is not good at all. Well, I got it running. I think I may have had the choke open, that choke, man, I tell ya, it's this action you take for granted because you do it every time, right? And you just forget which is the way it's supposed to be to start it up. It's like addresses. I know where my mom lives, couldn't tell you her house number. Yeah. Oh my goodness, she's running. I can't believe it, finally. It may have just been a case of the spark plug and me not setting the choke correctly. And it's not like I don't know how to do it. I've had this thing for 3 years, and I have other vehicles that, or other small engines that have chokes, so. Wow. Let me go charge some devices now. Yeah, so just hanging with the cat now after fixing my generator, which is so good. Oh my god. Huh. Look, when it comes time for the cabin, I know I have a very strong idea of how many solar panels I need, the wattage amount, and the amount of batteries I need for my bank, and the amp hour amount. So being here almost 2 years, come this November, 2 years and 1 year full time, are you kidding? The knowledge and experience you get from that. So yeah, generator's running. It takes work to maintain your stuff, but it's worth it. That way, you know, like, you haven't abused it too much, there shouldn't be too much wrong with it, and then you can, you know, fairly actively troubleshoot it. So woo, let's see if this girl wants to go for a walk, because she's cooped up here. Usually as soon as I leave, she leaves, so watch. Let's just stay here. Are you coming, girl? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. There's no bugs. No bother bugs. Of course, I've got a twig. Look, over here, girl. Look, over here. Right here. Good girl. Good girl. She's really high up there. It's a nice day. It's like 30 degrees. I don't really want to work. I was worried about my generator. It affects your mood when things go wrong like that. I'm a normally pretty happy guy, although I do have some anger in me from just how life goes and some of the people in my life. Oh, she's still on the log. Well, right here. Which is why I wanted to do that meditation over there. In time. I do feel more peaceful being out here in the forest, but it doesn't solve everything. I mean, you've got to do your work too. Wow, that's a newly fallen tree. It's been hot and dry here, so a lot of trees are, they got heat stress, and I can hear them cracking and falling, and it's not like it's windy and stormy, so they become dry and brittle. Come on, girl. Right here. Good girl. Come on up. Good girl. Come on, one more time.